So we'll start over. Welcome to our weekly broadcast of Developing Your Debt-Free Dream Lifestyle. I am so very glad to have you with me. I am Jennifer Matthews, and I coach Henrys how to be debt-free and dream again using my signature money system. You may ask, who is a Henry? It's actually a demographic like millennials or boomers or Gen X. So if you take a man's name, Henry, Henry, and you take it apart, the HE stands for high earner. So HE is for high earner, NRY is not rich yet. So Henry, HENRY is high earner, not rich yet. It's an actual demographic that you can pop into Google, and it's been around for quite some time. So I coach Henrys on how to be debt-free and dream again using my signature money system. So that's what I do. So tonight, we've got a fun topic. Let me time out. Let me put in a little commercial for next week on the 24th. I will only be on Facebook. I will not be on Zoom next week. I will only have my phone with me, so we will only be on Facebook. There will not be a Zoom link next week. There will not be a telephone link next week, only Zoom. So the Zoom folks have that up on their screen so they can see that. So, and of course, all of this information that I give, the content I give each week is for informational purposes only. Do your research. This is information and education purposes only. Do your research. And as always, I encourage you to take notes each and every week, because success doesn't come to you. You have to go to it. So you take notes so that you can follow up and start achieving your dreams. Tonight, we're going to talk about finishing strong. Finishing strong. We're going to talk about finishing this year, 2019 strong, not adding additional debt with the end of year shopping that a lot of us get ourselves into. It's the middle of October. So there's probably 60 days. I should look at the calendar. It's less than 60 days till Christmas for those of you who celebrate Christmas and all the other end of year holidays. Less than 60 days left. So how do we get done through Thanksgiving and Christmas without adding debt? So many people pile on debt at the end of the year, and then in January comes the bill blues. These credit card statements come in. It's like, oh no, oh my goodness, what did I do? We want to avoid that. We want to finish strong. No additional debt. If anything, can we even pay down some of what we have and end with less debt? Can we start January with less debt than we have now and still have a nice holiday? Because it really is possible. It really is possible. Okay, so here's how we finish strong. Let's take some notes. Take some notes. Set your budget. Yeah, I used the B word. I'm sorry. Make your spending plan. Set your plan for how much money you're going to spend. Make your list. Who are you buying for? Write down their names. Who are you buying for? And put a dollar amount next to their name. And make sure it lines up with what you said you were going to spend. So if you said you were going to spend $500 total, and then you make your list and you add it up and your list adds up to $600, bullet number 3, okay, because Facebook, I have Zoom. If you're on Zoom, and remember there's no Zoom next week, Zoom comes with slides. Sometimes I have a visual presentation. So bullet number 1 is to set your budget. Bullet number 2 is to write your list. Who are you buying for? Write the names of the people and write down what you're going to buy, what you think you're going to buy, and what it's going to cost. Add it all up. When you get down to the bottom, I said I was going to spend $500 and this stuff adds up to $600. You're going to trim your budget, or you're going to trim some names off your list, or you're going to do both. Or you're going to do both right off the bat before you even get started. It's okay. They're going to love you anyway. You don't have to wait and show love one day out the year. If they don't know you love, if they don't know you love them by December 25th, they're not going to know you love them. They already know you love them. They already know you love them. And then we want to get creative. The media, and we're going to have fun with this one in some later weeks. The reason why so many people are in debt is because we listen to what the media says. Consciously or subconsciously, we listen to what the media and the advertisers say. The media and the advertisers tell us that we need all of this stuff, and we really don't. But what they never say is that we can be debt-free. So we don't think we can. And we're going to have a lot of fun with that, because we can be debt-free and have a whole lot of fun living our life debt-free. So they tell us we need to do all of this shopping at the end of the year and go to all of these sales, and that this stuff is marked down when really it's marked up, and then it's marked down. And we believe this stuff. So it's important to be creative. Let's think outside the box. So as you're taking your notes, think about making some of your gifts. Many of us are incredibly gifted and talented in ways that people on our list would really be honored and valued to experience. And we don't consider our gifts and our talents. I'll give you an example. So if you're on Zoom, you can see the slides, and the first bullet says, make your gifts / give experiences. And by giving experiences, people nowadays value experiences over stuff. So, and this is so easy for couples. It's so easy for couples. If you're a couple, a lot of times the wife, if you have kids, doesn't get a lot of time alone. As the husband, you can give your wife the gift of childcare once a month. Say, baby, I got the kids. The fourth Friday of the month or the fourth Saturday of the month is all yours. I got the kids. You can stay in or go out. She would love that. Make that her Christmas present. That 12 Fridays faithfully in the next year, you've got the kids. And she doesn't have to worry about them, whether she stays in and they're not allowed to call her name, or whether she goes out. That's an experience that she would love. You can't put a dollar amount on that. You have a senior who's, starting to be challenged with mobility. Giving that senior the gift of shopping, whether it's you taking the senior shopping or you paying for the groceries to be delivered to her house. She may be challenged with the internet and things like that, making sure that that senior, him or her, you go online and do the shopping for the senior, whether they pay for it or not. Just making sure that that senior has groceries delivered. Making sure that that senior, I live in the Northeast, we get snow, making sure that senior property, the snow is shoveled, the grass is cut. Somebody can give me the gift of experience and plant some flowers because I have a brown thumb. I kill some flowers. Those are experiences. So when I say get creative, the gifts don't have to cost money. Your time and the experience of your presence means a lot. So get creative. You've got time. Think about your gifts and your talents. Maybe you can bake and you give the gift of a different cake every month in the new year. If you have a large family, maybe you exchange a group gift or a household gift that the entire family can use. Instead of 4 gifts per household, there's 1 gift that the household can share. Or maybe there's a Pollyanna style gift where, everybody brings 1 gift that, has a value, say $20, everybody agrees on. And, you do that gift exchange almost like you do in the office. So instead of buying a whole bunch of gifts, you're buying 1 gift, everybody agrees on the price, and then you pull names, numbers, whatever, and you exchange the gifts, and somebody can take it from somebody else and blah, 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 and you laugh and have a good time. But it was one $20 gift instead of everybody buying a whole bunch of gifts and busting somebody's budget because one person makes 100,000 and one person makes 30,000. And the 30,000 can't afford and feels bad about and shows up or doesn't show up because they don't feel like they can compete. And it's not about competition, but it's what the media has put pressure, undue pressure on what should be a family gathering and a celebration of love and family. So here's another idea under creativity. Just have gifts for the kids. Leave the adults out of it. Grown folks, we got enough clothes and gadgets. Most grown folks got stuff in their closet that they can't fit and or still has tags on it. I'm guilty of both. I got stuff I can't fit and stuff with tags on it. Here's my big one where I don't have any of my stuff handy. Shop now. I'm almost finished shopping. I make my list and I shop all year round. I shop all year round. When I see things on clearance, I know everybody on my list. And when I see things that I know is perfect for the person, I buy it. And people on my list get some gorgeous stuff because I am always, always on the lookout. And I buy gorgeous gifts, 75, 80% off. And they're all in one place in my house, except my mother, because she knows where I keep stuff. And her gift can't be kept there because she's always going looking to see what I bought. And she's not online, so it doesn't matter. I can talk about it. But she knows she's always going through the pile of gifts. And I always have something extra because if I'm going to somebody's house for an occasion or an invitation pops up, I always have an extra gift. So I'm ready to go. Always ready. But my holidays, I'm always done my shopping by October. I never go into Thanksgiving. I'm always done. I'm always done because I know my list and I'm always looking. I buy fabulous gifts, 75, 80% off, and I buy all year round. I buy all year round. So start shopping now. If you're on Facebook, I need you to write this down because people on Zoom can see this. Right now, every time you get paid with cash, meaning your debit card or cash, I want you to buy 1 or 2 gifts with cash or your debit card each pay period. The right gift, preferably on sale. And that way you're chipping away at your list and you're not running the chance of packing debt on a credit card in December when you're hurried and it's hustle and bustle and you're stressed out, you got fine parking and it's a long line and you're just picking over what's left. Yes, I'm talking to the men on Christmas Eve. Breathe, look now, find some nice stuff and just put it aside. If you live with somebody like my mother, find somebody that you trust to hold on to your items for you. Label them and put them all in the same place and cross the person's name off your list. So that way you don't duplicate. Label it, cross the person's name off your list, and keep everything in the same place. And the other thing, before you go overboard with extravagant and luxury gifts, remember the reason for the season. Remember the reason for the season. It's not to make the advertisers and the retailers wealthy. That is not the reason for the season. So let's get creative. I love the idea of experiential gifts. I love the idea of experiential gifts. So let's get creative. Now, this is a biggie. This is a big one. And it's critically important. So take notes. I want you to think ahead. Think ahead. So what does that mean, Jennifer? Christmas comes the same time every year, and every year people are broke. Christmas is always December 25th, and this time of year, people always start crying the "I don't have any money" blues all the time. So this is the last year to cry the money blues because you saw this video. Open an online savings account. All you have to do is go to the search engine and type in online savings account, type in high interest savings account, and you will get inundated with articles from places like Bankrate, Huffington Post. Different places have articles on high interest savings accounts. You want to open an online savings account, follow the instructions, and link it to your primary checking account. No debit card. No debit card, no access. The goal is to save. The goal is to save. Set up automatic transfers for every payday. So what will happen? So let's say tomorrow is Friday. And you get paid every other Friday. So every other Friday, the amount you set will be automatically transferred by your bank to this online account that you set up, and there's no debit card. So let's say you pick $50. So every other Friday, $50 will come out of your account and it will go into the savings account. When I was a kid, they had Christmas clubs. So basically you're setting up your own Christmas club. So if you do that, next Christmas, you will have $1,300. Not bad. Plus interest. Plus interest. Not a lot of interest, but still interest. And that's because there's no debit card. You can still get your money, but the point is don't touch it. P.S. If you have kids and you know that summer camp is coming, open 2 accounts. One named Christmas and one named summer camp, and start putting the money away now for summer camp. In the second account that you named summer camp, because you can also name them whatever you want to name them, and you can have more than one at the same bank. But the point is no debit card. Let the money accumulate. If something comes up and you need the money, it takes 3 business days to transfer the money back to you. But the point is just $50 per pay, which is not a lot. I'll show you in a minute. $50 per pay. Next Christmas, you'll have $1,300 in cash available to you. And guess what? If you make your list in July, because I do have a longer video and I'll put the link up to it, on July 25th, I did a Christmas in July video where I actually showed you some of the gifts that I had already bought as of July 25th for this coming Christmas. Then you'll have $1,300 that you haven't touched because you were using cash on payday in addition to the $50 that you're saving. And then you can go on vacation because you got $1,300, or do whatever you want with the $1,300, which is pretty cool. So that's what thinking ahead means. That's the awesome part of thinking ahead. So now you're like, okay, Jennifer, you keep talking about spending all this money. Yes, I'm a high earner, but I got debt and I don't know where this money is coming from. I'm about to show you where the money comes from. So if you're on Zoom, you can see the screen. If you're not on Zoom, just take some notes. I'm going to talk you through this real quick. It's one of my favorite slides. I'm doing a quick little time check. So if you see me speak live, you probably have seen this slide before. It's my workday slide. During the workday, where does the money go? So if you're a coffee drinker and you buy coffee every workday, Monday through Friday, that's 5 days a week, and let's say you only spend $2 per day on coffee. 5 days a week, that's $10 on coffee per week. 4 weeks in the month, 12 months in a year is $480. So if you're on Facebook, that's $2 per day. Write it down, even if you don't drink coffee. $2 per day times 5 days is $10. Times 4 weeks is $40. Times 12 months is $480. So essentially it's about $500 per year just on coffee. Now, some people like more expensive coffee, like Super Grande Latte, whatever, and it's the pumpkin spice season. You know what I'm talking about. And I think it's McDonald's and 7-Eleven have dollar cups of coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I don't know. I'm thinking about commercials and signs I see when I'm driving. Okay. So you have $1 cup of coffee, which will cut that in half and make it $250 or $240. And you get the $5 cup of coffee, which would multiply that and make it higher. So you know where your coffee falls. But when you stop for that coffee, you also get a sandwich because you're hungry. So if you spend $4 on a breakfast sandwich, 5 days a week is $20. 4 days, $4 a day times 5 days a week is 20. Times 4 weeks in a month, 20 times 4 is 80. For those of you who can't see the slide, 80 times 12 months is 960. So when you add the $4.80 for coffee and the $9.60 for breakfast, that's almost $1,500 for the coffee and the breakfast sandwich. So almost $1,500 a year for those two. And then there comes lunchtime. So if you spend $8 a day eating out for lunch, 5 days a week is $40. Times 4 weeks is $160. Times 12 months is $1,920. So I'm gonna run through that again, because if you're on Facebook and you're not on Zoom, you can't see the slide. So if you're on Facebook, write down $8 a day times 5 days a week is $40. $40 times 4 weeks in a month is $160. And $160 a month times 12 months is $1,920. And that's what you'll be spending on lunch if you buy lunch every day using this example. Then around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, blood sugar starts to drop. We go to the vending machine, we get something to drink, we get a little salty snack. So $2 for the snack, $1.50 for the beverage. So here we go again, $2 for the snack, 5 days a week is $40 a month, times 12 months is $480. The drink, $1.50. 5 days a week is $7.50. Times 4 weeks is $30. Times 12 months is $360. So the trip to the vending machine is about $850 per year. Then on the slide, I have cigarettes at $6 a pack, because this slide is old. 7 days a week on cigarettes instead of 5 is $42. Times 4 weeks is $168. Times 12 months is $2,016. So when you add this all up, it comes out for the year $6,216. If we take cigarettes out, it's still $4,000 a year. Just during the workday, the coffee, the breakfast sandwich, lunch, and your afternoon snack is $4,000. So when you say, where's the money going to come from for this holiday shopping and this $50 per paycheck to go into my savings? Let's look right here. This is not evenings. This is not weekends, nothing. This is just the workday. So if you take the coffee and the breakfast and you bring those from home, let's say coffee, breakfast, and lunch, that's approximately $3,500 a year. If you bring coffee, breakfast, and lunch half the time and you buy it out half the time, that gives you $1,750 approximately. So you're still going to eat out half the time, but half the time you're going to bring these items from home. And that's going to create some cash that you can use for your end of year shopping, so we don't pile on debt to our credit cards, and to start saving up for next year's shopping so that we don't have any credit card debt for the holidays next year. When it comes to your snacks, I say leave the vending machines alone. Whatever you get in the vending machine, you can get at Walmart, Sam's, BJ's, Costco's, whatever. The snacks and the bottled water in this example add up to about $850. You can get those same items for the whole year and probably pay $200 or less and just bring them from home every day. The same exact things you get in the vending machine, you can probably get for the whole year and pay $200 for it. Same exact thing. So you're getting your same exact snack, you're just paying a whole lot less for it. So that's where, when I say show me the money, You're getting your same exact thing. You're just paying a whole lot less for it. So now we're going to do a quick recap. We're going to finish 2019 strong with no new debt. We're going to make our list for our end of the year shopping. Then we're going to trim the list. If that list exceeds the budget, we're going to trim the list. We're going to be creative. We have a lot of gifts and talents. We're going to be creative. We're going to start shopping right now in October. Not going to wait, particularly till Christmas Eve. We're not going to wait. We're going to trim our spending habits so that we create cash and we don't have to create an add-on to any credit card debt. And we're going to think ahead and start saving for next year. So what's next? Oh, I didn't change the date on the slide. Next is Thursday, October 24th. We will only be on Facebook next week. Facebook only, not Zoom. Facebook only. We will not be on Zoom. We will not have a dial-in number. We will only be on Facebook on Thursday, October the 24th. I will make sure that I put that out in the newsletter. You see there how to subscribe to the newsletter at Matthews on Money. I also have something special for you. So if you are a Henry, high earner, not rich yet, and you would like to know what it's like to work with me as a coach so that you can get out of debt and start to live your dreams, you can go to www.meetwithjennifer.com, www.meetwithjennifer.com, and there's an option for a discovery session, complimentary discovery session. Click that, get on my calendar, and we'll have a conversation. It's just that simple. And I will have that, not next week, the link, because I won't be on Zoom, but I will have a visual of that link available to you. But it's www.meetwithjennifer.com, and you can schedule a complimentary discovery session because I want Henrys to get rid of that debt so that you can start living your dreams. You make the money, start living your dreams. So as always, thank you for joining us at Developing Your Debt-Free Dream Lifestyle. We will see you back here next week on Thursday. Remember, October 24th is Facebook only, and then on October 31st, we will resume with Zoom and Facebook. So have a super fantastic week, and love to see your comments in the Facebook group. And take care. Bye-bye.